Are you inclined for a Lincoln? Maybe the Corsair will do. Today we're looking over Lincoln's smallest crossover. Corsair. Lincoln says the name is inspired by the Latin word cursus, which means journey. It's an apt description because the Corsair is definitely meant for long trips, touring, and comfort along the way. The Corsair was introduced as a brand new vehicle for the 2020 model year. The idea was a small and compact crossover with big luxury features. Sound familiar? Yeah, well, that's pretty much what everyone, from Buick to BMW, is doing these days. On the outside, Corsair wears Lincoln's standard styling outfit, which is to say it looks pretty much like the Nautilus, Aviator, and Navigator, Lincoln's bigger brothers. Is that a good thing? Well, let's just say it doesn't look bad. And in reality, the styling is actually pretty classy. However, most of the time, it's also pretty hard to distinguish the Corsair from other Lincoln models. Maybe that's the point. Brand recognition over model recognition. The Corsair has the standard meaty Lincoln front grille and tight horizontal accent lighting front and back. It's got LEDs all around for that luxury look too. The side profile is swept back, almost looking as if it's moving. Lincoln calls it S-form design, aka sculpture in motion. But while the Corsair doesn't stand out from any other Lincoln, it's still attractive to look at. I'm personally not a fan of the bulky headlights, but the rest of the vehicle is very much designed with purpose and care. Bringing ourselves into the driver's seat of the Corsair, and we can get a look at the absolutely gorgeous interior. Lincoln calls the interior of the Corsair a sanctuary for the senses. It's like walking into a cigar bar. Rich leathers and woods, luxury details everywhere. You feel at home, even on the road. Personally, I find the interior gorgeous but slightly quirky. The infotainment screen is a bit small for this application, and the interior controls for heating, cooling, and audio found below that screen are hard to touch, outdated, and look like they came out of an F-150. But with all that said, overall the Corsair is well above average for interior comfort and features. Behind the wheel, comfort is the top priority of the Corsair, sometimes at the expense of handling. We found the suspension absorbed every single bumpy road we could throw at it, but sometimes felt disconnected like a boat. Under acceleration, the Corsair rocked back, and around sharp corners, body lean is very noticeable. But you won't feel any bumps in the process. The suspension is very well isolated. This Corsair is powered by a 2.3-liter 4-cylinder EcoBoost engine that produces 280 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. In the driver's seat, it feels like even more and moves the vehicle with purpose. Acceleration is brisk and powerful, especially for a vehicle that's otherwise a little soft around the edges. Optional all-wheel drive means the Corsair is a comfortable, year-round vehicle. If Lincoln has been on your radar, and a small, compact luxury crossover is what fits your needs, the Corsair is going to be right up your alley. The price, however, may be a little hard to stomach. This Corsair Reserve all-wheel drive has a sticker price of just under $57,000. We feel that's a bit overpriced, especially compared to a Buick Envision, which is a slightly bigger vehicle and has a better infotainment system and costs around $25,000 less. But Lincoln doesn't compare itself to a Buick. Its aspirations are much higher, Mercedes and Tesla. In that regard, the price is more on point, but the Corsair has a little catching up to do. It's an excellent luxury crossover in the traditional sense, but doesn't carry the clout of the other brands.